Hey guys, Lighty here, and today I'm going to be talking about what makes a build hardcore viable. Say you're playing a build in the hardcore league, and you make it to level 70, make it level 80, make it to level 90. Does that make a build hardcore viable? Well, some say yes, some say no. Some say it's the average amount of players who could make it to whatever level they decide, whether it be 90 as a benchmark, to make that build hardcore viable. Same goes for stuff like at Ziri. If you kill at Ziri with 1 life and 1 energy shield, does that make your build hardcore viable because you did it? What if it took 1,000 attempts? Most would say no. It's not the completion of the act that makes it viable. It's the ease of completion. The ease of the everyday man's completion of the act. For example, if I'm playing a build like CI Flame Blast, and I have 10,000 ES, which isn't even that much at level 90. Now I'm using Infernal Mantle, which makes me take 100% increased spell damage on low mana. Does that make a build hardcore viable? The risk of death is there. I'm constantly being stunned. Maybe freeze immune, maybe reflect immune. There's aspects of the build that look hardcore viable, but the risk of death is constant, even in low level maps. Despite the fact you can make it to 90, some say it's not hardcore viable. Some say there's certain benchmarks you need to have. For example, most life builds require 150% life minimum. Often this is why people disregard the Shadow as viable hardcore class, because of their poor life selection on the right side of the tree. If you play a build with 550% life, the life build, does that make you hardcore viable? It's hard to say. I would say no. If you do 5k DPS, make it to 95. Clearing a map takes 45 minutes. Your chance of death is extremely low at best. Does that make you hardcore viable? Sure. Is it fun? Fuck no. Say you're playing a build like Mjolnir. Insane fizz reduction, insane damage, great leech. But you know what? Your game looks like a slideshow. You have 1 frame a second. You know what's going on. You hold right down click and you just pray. Yeah, this is hardcore viable. People have been playing Mjolnir since it was created. People have been doing Uber at Zero with Mjolnir. Can you play with a party? No. It ruins the experience for everyone. Stuff like that makes that build, in my opinion, not hardcore viable. Now say you're playing a build which is arguably the most overpowered build of the patch 2.1. Firestorm, Chaos, B-Nose, Consuming Dark, Fire to Poison, Conversion, Shenanigans, Trap thing. You can kill at Ziri in a second. You have a lot of HP? No. Barely pushing 5k with phase acro. Does that make it hardcore viable? Is pushing damage viable strategy in hardcore? Most would say yes. In Beyond, that was a strategy. Beyond League was a league where the enemies were so tanky and so lethal that the best method to push past it and to level in hardcore was to out DPS them. Then came Bloodlines, with the addition of Flactral Link and Thornflesh and higher reflect and less leech, and it flipped the script. Damage became the out, life became the in. Hardcore viability is a thing that sways, ebbs, and flows each league. So if you're looking for benchmarks in general for hardcore, in my opinion, I would say make sure you have 5 to 6k life minimum, 8 to 10k energy shield minimum, be overcapped for ally resistance. That's 169 and 174 for T15 maps. So 170 ally res is perfectly fine. You want to be overcapped. You want to be reflect immune. You want to have a staunching flask ready for corrupted blood. Most importantly, put your head on a swivel and pay the fuck attention. You know, there's things out there, Frostbearers, Stormblood, Reflect, for example, also. Void Spawn of a Boxoth. You have to look out for things. That's one of the things that comes with experience. So I would say what makes a character hardcore viable is the player, is you. Your experience is what makes a character hardcore viable. As long as you learn from your deaths, it's not a death wasted. Don't make the same mistakes twice. I'm Lighty, and have a good day.